Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another thrilling session of What You Are Doing Wrong. This video's breakdown is Scarlet Scorpions Week 5 matchup against, excuse me, Trash Esports Blue. Let's just get right into it, shall we? As he clicks the wrong one. So Trash Esports Blue definitely was the superior team here. Alright, so we're just going to go in to the usual. We probably don't have to look too hard at this one. Yeah, the one on that is you have always be careful about putting it in the side. I just do want to take a look at Ike. So Ike went down. Yeah, never getting back. By the way, Ike, don't rotate this way. Just make a beeline for the far post. That's all you really need to do. Dog, be quiet. No. Apologies. Just make a beeline straight for the far post. So. I think that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not the greatest, but it's fine. I'd be careful on, for Ike. I'd be careful on that clear. Like, you need to put some power behind it. Like, it needs to get out of the zone. This is just basically centering the ball to the opponent. And for Fox, just stay put. Like, there's no need to creep up on this. Because you probably could have blocked it. Like, you know, just get a little bit forward momentum. Hey, Kif, get a little bit more forward momentum, and yeah, you had a chance. You had a better chance of blocking it. Funny enough, like an advanced move here would actually to try and get that ball redirected back to the left side rather than sorry Sam, I'm doing replay review rather than dropping it here. You're not in a really good spot, but like, yeah, it's a good recovery though. Got the clear. Again, also something to consider here. Man, Tate misses a lot of stuff. Okay, it's good Tate pulled off. Yeah. So just like here, we'll start with Fox. Don't pull up. Again, like the best case scenario is that the ball bounces out of the corner and then you have a clear shot. But like most of the time, this ball's just it's going to the defender. Like it's a good block by Ike, but you know, an accidental second touch. But like Fox should be more back like in here, playing the clear. And like Tate should probably be more shaded to here. Because, yeah, Tate should not... Again, just... It's the whole being up close. Just, yeah. Like, you just, you know, it's better to be too far back than to be up close. There. That's kind of how you put it opposite side. That's actually a good play from Fox. So like yeah, probably need to work on the recovery. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then for Ike, we'll cover that. Yeah, like again, this is like trying to get people out of this habit, because like again, you can get away with just rotating through the play through the lower ranks, but this is just you need to get. And basically the reason is that you have more plays on the ball coming in through the far side rather than staring at the ball, you know, rotating through the ball, because you basically only have one direction you can put it, you know, and that's basically wherever the ball's going to begin with. So like we'll take a look at Tate. And just for reference, Tate, don't go for this ball. It's that is a very dangerous challenge, because like you're pretty much not winning it. It's like take kind of goes to boost. It's like not actually bad. Like the positioning's bad. It's just kind of the challenge. So like so for Ike. Yeah, there's still not very much of a line, but like I would just kind of come in like that, or come in because also like you can kind of see that Tate's going to be here too. And Tate might actually be in a better place. Like this is kind of a desperation. I don't know if Tate would have been there, but I think Tate kind of slowed down because Ike was out in front. So, and Wheat gets the dunk. We'll see if Trash Esports Blue does anything horrible until the second half of like Game 3. Okay, so I want to see this from Fox. Because also this is something I've been trying to work on myself. Okay, so Fox is coming back near side. Okay. So Fox, just stay put here. Like, there's no need, the reason why you don't need to come up is like this, you just can't get this ball. Like, again, I know we're viewing it through the replay lens, but there's really not much. Like, the only way you're getting this ball is if like Tate basically hits it back hard. So, but then like kind of what I see a lot is you just keep going. Like, this is like stare. The question you need to ask yourself is what happens if they put it back far side? Like, you're playing sort of a corner, which is okay, but like again, like if you're playing a corner hit, like just let it come out of the corner. Play it off the corner. Like ideally, like I know you came in through here, but like you just need to wait. You just need to wait and sit on this ball. Because like the path that you took, like that ball is coming out hard. Again, like you creeped. And I can understand getting focused on this, but it's just like this is a case of just like slow down. Because all they had to do was put it back, and they had the whole net to shoot at. Okay, like even though that's near post, that's a good call off. At least good recognition. Man, I think Fox can just sit there again. Yeah, so again, Fox, don't start going because this ball's just going, you know, the ball's just going straight to the opponent. And like, you know, again, we can kind of see here like you're offline. So like one of the things that you know you need to train, you know, the subconscious to do is just keep track of technically where your teammates are. Or like recognize if a ball is winnable or not. Okay. Yeah, they had. We're going to see a lot of this in Game 3, but like. It's worth looking at. Just to explain the gravity roll. Again. Yeah, see, like, Rhino. Again, I know it's really tempting to go after this, but like. You know, Rhino went. So I'm looking at Wheat. It's like Wheat's coming back. Yeah, so like I'm assuming that both Rhino and Wheat are staring at the ball and not looking at their teammate. Like Rhino can't see Wheat, but Wheat can clearly see that Rhino's going. And just all of them are up. And Rhino looks like they bail on it when they can't reach it, but like, again. That's just a little bit out in front, but that's a good play. So what happened here? I'm just sort of always curious about. Okay. So hopefully Fox's camera will tell us something. Yeah. I mean, that's just going to happen. Okay. That's something to work on over time, Mike, is just getting up faster for that side hit, that one off the wall. Right here. Just sometimes you just have to go for it. Like Mike does win the 50, but I think I could have got a better ball in the zone. So if that's a called out pass, that's fine. That sometimes happens. But I think Tate is hanging back. Okay, that's a near post. Okay. Yeah. Tate basically kind of breaks just slightly too late, but it's fine. I don't know if there's comms there, but Dave, when you're out of boost, just call it out. Because Fox looks like me playing solo queue there on that one. To go back to it. Gets launched down. And did we already lose that? Okay. We'll do the fly camera. It's here.
Left on the clock.
Okay, that actually looks a little better. That's just Fox adhering to the gravity rule, so that's fine. I would say, like, the Scarlet Scorpion's rotations just don't look good as either. Professional goal stealing 101, I like it. We're not even looking at that to what Orange did. That's just basically, I mean, I guess we can. We probably should, right? Okay. So Rhino misses.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, like basically average pushes up when they probably shouldn't have, and then Scorpions basically, you know, get a counterattack. And this next one's an extra time. I mean, that just looks like this ball sent in. Yeah, Dade hits it backwards, basically centers it. It's a goal. This is a much different game, even though the result is basically the same. Yeah, again, so Ike just kind of takes off here. So, like, you can get into position, but don't start boosting up. Because, like, let me just try and see it. Yeah, because like the essential thing is to figure out how this ball's coming out. This ball's coming down. Like, this is not hitting the sidewall. Or even the wall of the corner. Like, that's a complete lip hit. And granted, I probably would have screwed this up too, but this is all about patience. And, against good teams, when you miss, that's just one less person for the opponent to dribble past. So. Need to get rid of that ball quicker with dribbling. It's the same thing as going up for balls that are coming off the backboard. You gotta get rid of it quicker. It's a good save by Fox. Good block by Fox. That's cleared away. It's good backboard defense. Yeah, so this feels like this is the hockey stick versus the triangle. Like, it's actually good that people stay on their side here, but yeah. Like, again, yeah, I wanna see what's going on here. So good clear from Tate. Okay, so here's a midi flip. It's not bad, but I just kind of carrying too much speed and then kind of cuts back in. Like, unless you're, again, like, if you're winning that ball, that's okay. It's coming out through the corner, but, like, otherwise, it's not a good challenge. But, really, because we're doing, like, the straight line and not the triangle here, like, Ike needs to just, like, slow down. Let whatever happens with the challenge play out and then go from there. Because, like, Ike is... Yeah, that's like winning a challenge. And there's no guarantee on that. And then finally cuts in because Tate can't get that. Yeah, and then like Fox is beat like that. What happened there? That felt like I thought during the broadcast it should have been a goal. Okay, just no boost. Keep possession. Did it matter? Not really. Okay. Ike needs to go. Like, there's... We'll get through this one of these days. Like, okay, so you go, but you see Tate. Just go. Go. Like, you have 12, 24, 36, 48, 48. Like, just go. Like, this isn't like being passive aggressive to your in threes in solo queue. Like, just go. So, also, okay, so I don't care about this. Yeah. So Fox is kind of held in place here. Yeah, like I don't have a problem with Fox covering here because you know, Fox, like, you kind of see too. Like, if I didn't call this out, I should be going anyways. Like, again, I know this violates the triangle, but like, you should just be going. Like, don't again. And like, what is like? Yeah. So like, I could have had more boost and been in the play. Fox can be covering. Fox would actually kind of shift to like kind of behind and, you know, give Tate basically play behind in between the middle and just give like Tate and Ike some space. But like, it's just, you know, some of it's just like you have to have, you know, kind of the wherewithal to just like go. And like, you can do a lot with 48. You can do a lot with 36. And that's that's a thing that just needs to be beaten out of people. Is that you don't always need hundreds. So yeah. Off the crossbar. Yeah, I'm picking on Ike here, but like, that's a good block. It's okay. I think just the placement was a little off. Okay, so this comes across. Okay, so Tate. Okay, puts it in. That's fine. Man, we had one of the, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, like, Tate, if you're playing the cross, don't worry about boosting. Like, really Tate should think about just getting back. And the reason why is you can see on the screen, like, Ike and Fox are in the plat stack. So like, really Tate should be going back. Like, you know, that's a pretty decent play. But like, I think defensively would have been better off just going back. In case that challenge was lost, because that challenge would go over Fox as well. Yeah. And just like on this, just pop it earlier. But, you know, I actually don't hate this at all, because these are passes I try and make. Like, it's a really difficult angle, but like, really from Ike's perspective, Like on this, it's super difficult. Like, yeah, Ike needs to slow down. Kind of recognizes it. What Ike actually should be trying to do is send it right back to Fox. Just make contact. Just make contact with the front to try and like drop it. Just right to Fox. And, you know, try and set the goal that way. To be fair, that's a really tough play. But it's, it's level 2, level 3. Level 1 is to take the shot. Level 2 to 3 is to send it back to your teammate who has a better shot on net. Okay, so ball sent in. Like, that's fine. That's fine on the clear. Loses the challenge. Okay. So we'll start with Ike. So ball gets sent in. That's nice. Read. Doesn't have any boost. That's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. Yep, just challenge. So that's fine. I think Ike did his part there. Yeah, I already see this. Like, you can't do anything about the hit, but yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So no boost. This is a cut happening. Like, so Tate finally rotates 5 seconds later back post. So in part this is a communication. But like, you see Fox, it is all we'll cover. Unfortunately, I'm going to pick on Fox now. We'll cover this, but you see Fox, like, the way this sequence is playing out, like, Fox is next to go. Tate really should just be going for that far corner. Either that or, hey, stop me if you've heard this before. Like, this stuff. But, like, he knows this is available. He knows Fox is coming in. So Tate should be. There's not really any danger here. Because Fox is coming. Fox is probably coming in a little too hot because he has trails. But, like, I would be looking to tuck in behind my teammate. Just because there's not much I can do here. And, like, any shot that's coming, like Ike is probably going to box. Instead, like, Tate cuts for boost and, like, is completely out of position for whatever happens on the challenge. Like, the only way Tate's getting that ball is if that ball just gets smashed between the two cars and drops to the ground, and, like, Ike and Rhino just, like, get ejected to their respective sides. So this is, like, kind of a really, really bad play. Like, it's a bad rotation by Tate. And it says something about Fox, so let's see what happens. Like, that's fine. Like, Fox is coming in. Okay. It looked bad. Yeah. Again, Fox looks like moves up as anticipating a win. Or as if that ball's going forward. Like, and I know probably focused on the ball. But, again, here's taking stock. Your teammate is cutting. Is cutting you. So you have to play the third. And then doesn't go up. So for Fox, I would just like try and get to like here. And like Tate should have gone here, and then Tate fucking waits behind. See, and again, like the reason why you sit here is you can cover all this forwards. But by coming here, you only cover this, and this you have to cover backwards. And like, you know, if you're here, you can kind of launch yourself at the ball. Like, again, I know it's hard at this level to like read that ball off the back wall, but like, you know, you kind of have to go for it. Yeah. Because like Fox kind of plays this as like he's gonna get it, and then probably sees like, you know, makes a reaction like, oh, Wheat's up, and it's just like, well, I'm screwed. So it's like, again, the better play would be to sit far post and try and you have to hit that ball off the back wall. So you either go on the back wall, which I don't expect many people to realize, but you sit on far post and then you just go up for the ball when it comes in, because you should be prepared like that. So. Man, what the heck happened here? Okay, so I'll face off. Yeah. I don't know if that's really Ike's ball. So Tate, just for reference. Yeah, Tate's like playing like they're gonna miss the ball. I would not play that. I would just be always moving back. Like, you kind of go, it's just like, oh, Ike's at the ball. I'm not gonna get that ball. Just keep going back. Like, don't ever turn forward. So, and this is a really bad move up. Just stop right here. Like, really at this point, based on the pace by this ball, is like, if that ball's not going in, which it's not, just try and get to the goal line. Like, you're also full, so there's like no rush. And like, yeah. And again, like, this is different if there were two people there, because you're not even close to like get a free challenge here, because there's two people there. So it's like, yeah, there's just like a lot of this. So like, so Tate moves up on a ball that doesn't have a chance for. So, like, I know, and again, I know this is rough to hear, but believe me. So just, like, you should, you're full already, you should be parallel. I would be probably at like 85, but parallel, and trying to play this off. Because like you can if you're on the goal line, like you can launch yourself up and block this. In theory. So Okay, so Fox off, like, this is fine off the face-off. I'm hoping this is a flip of doom. But, like, don't, yeah, like, if anything, you should be up. Like, sometimes the play ends up coming to you when you're trying to far post. Or just, like, do a normal rotation. So, like, you know. Also, like, Fox, this has to be a shit flip. This is the only explanation for this. So this has to be, you know, feels back flip man. By the way, Fox, I don't think you need to flip here after getting the boost. Yeah. Just unless you're thinking that ball's on net, but then otherwise you don't need to flip. So then to complete the defensive rotation here. Okay. I'm not faulting Ike here. Yeah, like I think that's a fine cheat up. It's just lost to the other side. Okay, so Ike's coming in far. You know, yeah, like Ike's kind of in a bad spot. I don't actually know what is correct here. It's probably just don't blow your boost. Don't blow your boost charging this ball. Like again, probably just needs to wait. Don't boost at the ball. And the reason why you don't want to boost at the ball here is because you are last person back, and you're probably going to need all 12 of that. Because you're just not getting to that ball. Yeah, so it's exercising patience. This is probably just easier to look at this way. So I think so Tate grabs the mid. Yeah, just wait. Yeah, even like I can understand trying to get into position, but don't boost. Like because there's no read there's no read to get nowhere fast. Again, it's just like you have for Tate, you just have plenty of time here. And then like, yeah. Because that ends up being like a poor hit. Like, so probably we'll do the bad telestrator. So like you kind of see Fox up. So for Tate, I would just kind of hang out here. Like I would be. I know there's a little bit of pressure, but when the ball goes up like that, you know where Ike is. You just kind of need to slot in just a little bit back. And it's again, like, I understand the pressure of being down by 2, but like, it's, I talk about like down in distance, and I've praised people for being aggressive. Heck, I praised Scorpions the last review for actually pushing up and saying like that's when you need to push up. But like here, that ball's basically on the in the defensive midfield sort of your opponent, and there's just not much. There's just it boils down to is like if this ball, the worst, you got to be prepared for the worst case scenario, and as that ball goes over your head. So the further back you are, the better you are. Like if that ball gets past Wheat, like Ike may have a chance. But like, Fox has to get it around. So it's like Fox has to get around Wheat. Like that's one, and like Fox did. Wheat blocked it, and Wheat blocked it in the way that is most advantageous for their team. Like I mean, we can let's look at this. Like this is normally I would rail against this challenge, but like based on everything, like Wheat has the best chance of getting this ball. We just has to call it. But even then, I like just going up and forcing Fox to do something here. Fox puts it right into Wheat, and Wheat is angled to where they could just basically drop it anywhere. Like, just go straight up and just slight touch. And it looks like Wheat was trying to just, like, actually drop it into space there. In, like, the one place where the Scorpions really can't punish them. Little risky in that way, but I mean also just the way Wheat's car was angled, like that's probably where the ball's going. So I mean, maybe it needs to be farther out, but it's fine because basically puts it over Tate, and then Rhino crushes it. So like now it's time to panic. See there. I have a sneaking suspicion Trash Esports Blue might have gotten a little too cocky. Because I start seeing them bunch up, and they do it a metric ton in Game 3. I don't know if Fox could have struck that any better. Not that I should be giving shooting tips. Maybe. It's a good challenge. Like, I was saying during the broadcast that, like, I haven't really seen, and, like, even in this replay, I've picked up, like, maybe 3 instances of a double commit for Trash Esports Blue. But when I was casting Game 3, I was just like, what is going on here? So this is going to be a big one. I'm encouraged when I see, like, even if it doesn't work out, like that passing play there, like that's always encouraging because at the very least they are looking for it. It's just now you have to work on the execution of it. That's dangerous. Oh boy, my guys. Slack was late and got the clear. Ah, okay, yeah. I mean, this will be easy to solve because we don't need to worry about fixing defensive rotations. Okay, so under no circumstances are you supposed to go for this ball. Like if you're going to do this, so if you're going to do this, you need to do one or two things, dude. You have to spray to the corners. Like, it's just that simple. Really what I should be doing is, hey, stop me if you heard this before, front press rotation. Like, you have two people there. Yes, your teammates are dealing and dicking around, but yeah, see, like, yeah, see, for Tate, this has all the hallmarks. What Tate did here has all the hallmarks of, well, my teammate's going for it. I need to pull off. Like, Tate was boosting towards that ball. Like, So, one of the ways you can quickly improve in Rocket League, to get up there is stop challenging the ball going backwards, far post rotate, boost management. Like, because in part because this is like stuff you can't do in free play. Like, you can take care of all the mechanics and all that, but just like, yeah. Hold on one second. I'm going to check Discord because I have a message. Yeah, I will be. So, yeah. So, like, sorry. So, anyways, like, yeah. That's the big thing is that you do that because you could take care of all that mechanical shit down the road. I apologize. So, just working out a broadcast match. Like all this mechanical stuff you can work out in free play, but it's just like this, and like the mental game is where you can make huge leaps and bounds. Now again, when you go into ranked and you're playing with idiots, you really can't do much about that. But that's where you can walk away from a match that you lost with your head held high. Said like, well, I did everything I was supposed to do, but I did everything correctly, and then that's your teammate's fault. So, like, I'm sorry I have to go on a rant like this, but it's like that is just like so much key. It's really helping. It really helps. And then, the way you level up is figuring out when you actually should break those rules. And I keep saying it's a lot less often than you think. It kind of gets away with this one, but again, just watch carrying too much speed. Like, if you think your opponent's going to challenge, then okay, but Like, you know, at the very least, in case of a challenge, like I did position to where they can't, you know, they have to put it to the outside, which is fine. I want to see this attempt by Fox. Hey, I'm getting shooting tips. Okay, like this is fine. Yeah, get in there. Yeah, that's just a misread. Actually, yeah, Fox is way too low. Yeah, way too low. Like again, we can see this, but like it's kind of actually low. Like he's angling down. So this looks like a pretty bad misread. Fox does kind of have the right side. So like if he's up, he can also go under average. You know, he's technically got the whole net, except wherever average ends up. Like, I mean, this is technically the whole net. This might be blocked off. But like, this is the whole net, but just goes under it. Okay, so Tick gets out. Okay, good. I don't mind tracking. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Both players miss. So how do we prove this? Man, he's not catching it. Yeah, I mean, it's a chance. I don't know what Tate could do better on that. That should have been a goal. That's rough to see. Get over one. We'll call it out. Like, after this hit, Fox, just stop. Don't. You're carrying your. It's like you're trying to do everything, but just like. Because you launched that ball. So that ball's got some speed on it. Just stop after you land. You can then do everything afterwards. Like, you can coast, but you're just carrying way too much speed. And it's like, you know, then you end up getting in front. I don't mind the attempt there from Wheat, just misses short side. Fox, you might have had a chance on a dunk here. I like trying to follow this. Again, like kind of trying to grab the big picture. Like, if there's a chance the two of them go, like, so this is like a free challenge. Like, you're probably drawing two here. I would just keep boosting in the ball, like basically figuring out how to get in there, because this looks This unfortunately looks like falling, and it's because it's in, and it's really not. Like you're so set up too. Like just follow that. Yeah, you could Fox can follow this the entire time. Tate kind of makes an Ander challenge there. Just way too much speed. Then tries to course correct. That's an opportunity, not necessarily a goal. It's a little risky on that challenge there, but... I mean, we probably don't need to see anything here, but let's just wind it up. Okay. We do. We'll save Tate for the end. If, as long as I called this, this is fine, but this looks like a solo queue turn too, by the way. So let's see if I can suss this out. Probably need to check. So the weird thing is also, like, Fox kind of like middles this ball. Like, is I going to hit it or am I going to get it? And, like, that's really, really bad. So for Ike and Fox, this is a communication problem. So it's like, figure it out. Okay, so Tate, fine. You can rotate back. So Tate, if you're looking for boost, like, yeah, you do it at the last second, but then... Okay, so sends it in. You can switch your camera a lot. Like, okay, and this is going to be tough, but you kind of have to let it come in off the corner. Like even if you just like sit here, like, again, it's kind of like this is not your goal line, but just sit here and then just like try and bang it that way, or, you know, bang it high across the front of your net. Like, you just have to do that. You can't play it out of the corner with no boost. Like, I totally feel like you could have easily done, like, you know, the dill play of just like kind of catch and bring it across the front of your net. So yeah. So this is just a miss hit, right? Could we have been up in time? I don't know. Let's find out. By the way, half flip. Half flip for these. You have better control, you carry momentum, and you can figure out. Because you can watch what's going on here and figure out if you need to go, you know, to your goal or upfield. Yeah, there's... This might be a skill level. Like, this is just, like, totally lining the shot up. But, like, I feel like we could have gotten this ball. So for this... Okay. So for Fox, just for the FYI for Fox, don't worry about doing any like twirly stuff. You can just boost straight down. But yeah. Like, you probably didn't even need to launch yourself from that far back. But again, part of it is trying to read it correctly. Yeah, like a lot of people, yeah. Again, like this is part of like reading everything, but like just part of it, like take gets it right, so it's not like, again, it's not too bad, but you know, again, it goes back to everything. It's just like you got to make sure you get these right. So sometimes taking your time, the half second, helps so much. So at this point in the bark, as I said, that's an uncharacteristic miss hit. Basically what I saw so far. But you know, I did see some minor issues with Trash Esports. I'm like, this is just like really weird. So I did say I question what Ike was doing here. I don't know, because if you're bailing, just bail, just get out. But then kind of continue doing, and yeah, this is probably like I'm gonna have to ask Ike. Yeah. Okay. So our teaching moment. So that gets cleared out. Okay, so hey, we can pick on the other team now. This happens like way too much. It's like, oh, I'm driving really, really, really fast. I should just continue. No. No. Also, you're up. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is legitimately bad. Like, Rhino should just be coming in for our poster. Like, I don't know why Rhino thinks they need to advance. Like, but then, like, you know, completely cuts average, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna get it here. Like, really what Rhino should do is go far post and just sit their butt there. So, like, yeah, Wheat's first there. Not the best touch, but, like, still tries to challenge it. Yeah. I would not be stealing boost here. Like, this is really bad. Like, there's... So this is down, like, Wheat does everything except then goes for the boost deal. Like, just get back. You're up 2-1. The only way you're going to lose this game is if your opponent puts the ball in the back of the net. So, like... Yeah, okay, like, again, average should probably just come in a little bit wider. But you need to be careful when doing this because, like, you have to, I think part of it is you have to recognize if that ball's not on the wall, like, you need to do this. But and then, and again, like, this is technically Average's ball. You have to, like, Rhino has no idea where you are. So, like, you have to give this ball up. It sucks, but you have to give it up. And again, for what Rhino did here, this is literally gold defending. Like, this is literally, you know, gold ball chasing defending. Like, this is just so awful. Like, you have all the time in the world. Like, you know, again, like, you have a teammate in front. Again, this happens so many because it's like, again, it's partially like, no one has touched the ball in the last 1/100th of a second. So, therefore, that ball is free to go. Plus, I'm carrying a lot of speed. Like, I can, like... I'm probably over-exaggerating here, but I hate this so much because this is just bad Rocket League. And, like, you know, if people want to beat them, like, this is like how you do it. You know, like, you know, it's super next level to, like, get them up. But I mean, like, this totally reeks of, oh, this is completely in the bag. I could go for this. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, it goes back to, like, some of the stuff I was talking about earlier, which is Scorpions. Like, the best case scenario is the ball just drops straight down and you may have a shot on goal. So then, of course, Rhino then tries to correct their mistake and goes after the ball anyways. And this could have easily been prevented if Rhino just kind of stayed put and stayed in line. So, you want to talk about... This is risky, but... It's a little risky. But... Look at the defense. So, like, that's well struck. That is well struck, well lined, and everything. Again, it's a little risky, but, like, one average gets that ball, so it's, like, good recognition. Again, if average misses it, that ball could go the other way, but, like, I think average, you know, did everything possible here and kind of bailed their team out. Now, that's for the knuckleheads here. Okay, so Tate moves back. Ike once again cuts. Tate, I don't know if I'd go for this ball. But, like... Yeah, I might play defense. I mean, I cuts while Tate's up, so... But I don't know if I'd go for that ball. Not here. Okay. So here, Ike's going to cheat. Like, you have to challenge that ball. Like, for Ike, you cut, so you have to go for that ball. And you probably would have gotten 2 up, but like, again, it goes back to like this is a cut. Like, you need to. This is when you actually break the rule. So for Ike should have turned this way and tried to go up and kind of like, you know, like strike the ball like, I don't know, somewhere in here. Either put it this way or just put it back in the corner and trust Tate to get it, which is not actually a bad play. You know, just like this soft roller. Instead, that happens. So, just because, like, turning there just doesn't do any good. Like... Now, if Ike was up immediately, that changes everything. Just need to work on that, Tate. Okay, I need to figure out what the heck is going on here. Because again, based on everything I've seen so far, well, I mean, this game was getting sloppy, but like, okay. That's defensible by right now. It's defensible. That is a dangerous turn from Wheat. Okay. So let's start with average. Okay, no, like, that's a good turn. Doesn't get a lot on it, but everything average has now done here is pretty defensible. If I'm turning around and seeing that, I'm fucking shitting my pants. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so Rhino comes up. Okay. again, opposing teams, if you're looking at this, like, you want to know how to beat this, how to beat Trash Esports Blue, I would find a way to make Rhino rotate like a golden retriever. Like, up here, this is defensible. But, like, this is a rotation in the ball. You know you're... Again, we go back to this. Like, what is Rhino hoping to do? Like, Rhino is full speed in this ball that doesn't have a chance on. Like, this is a completely unnecessary panicked, you know, defensive play. Where all Rhino had to do is, like, come down the middle and turn 5 posts. And then... So, I also talk about having trust in teammates. But, like, now, at full speed now, Rhino is turning away for the boost. Like, on this clear, there are 3 people there. I am going to assume that Fox is going to turn it. Like, this is just so fucking horrible. Okay, so this is unbelievably dangerous. And I can understand why you feel pressured to do this, but this has all the makings of a failed challenge. I mean, like, Ike still gets the 50. Okay. So he goes back, like, okay. It's like, okay, so this is, like, this would be fine, but, like, Wheat lands wrong. Like, you know, and then circles back for the boost. So let's see, I am looking at Wheat's, yeah. Like, Rhino did not help this situation, but, like, Rhino's not getting this ball. Even though, but yeah, it's like, so what could we do better is, well, you need to be paying attention to, like, what you're doing. Like, just get off, like, this is bad recovery. Like, if we had landed better, like, pointed towards a boost, this wouldn't be a problem. I mean, there's a good chance Rhino would still cream Wheat. But, like, then Wheat would be absolved of this. Because, I mean, like, this is 95% on Rhino. Average is clear. But this is, like, 95% on Rhino. Like, again, and I hate harping like this, but it's just like, that's what kills teams. So did Wheat Eater cheat here? I want to see what happens here. No, it's kind of the side. Yeah, Wheat should not be up for that. Wheat should not be up for that because it falls on the right side. Like, any Wheat just kind of turns out. And despite all this, Trash Esports has the ball here. Repair misses. So I know how this ends, and it's kind of atrocious. But so it's good block. Gets sent down. I hate this so much. This is why I hate my job. So Tate's following this ball the entire time. The super next level play would have been to get out. Otherwise, Tate needs to hit this ball properly. But I actually don't know what Tate could have done to hit this ball properly. And that's in part because yeah. Like Fox is kind of caught here as the second person in the corner because that's where Fox fell. But yeah. So this is just something that come through practice. Is that Fox realistically Fox needs to put that ball like closer to above the net. Like the height is fine. I mean, knowing what I know now, if I would try and be putting this shot on net. Like average probably would have saved it. But like if you want to beat Trash Esports Blue, like this is how you beat them because they're cutting rotation. Like I've yelled at Rhino like here, but like this is actually like kind of smart. Okay. Okay. So Ike just needs to take his time. So he's actually behind the half line. Just kind of waiting. Yeah. So he kind of boosts up. So my advice here for Ike, I don't know why you're going to boost up here. You don't have any chance on this ball. It's literally wait. This is literally wait for whatever dumb shit they're going to do. Also turn off ball game. So we can actually see like this is actually set up for a pretty decent catch. Like it pushed off to the right of Ike. So like Ike turns onto it, like right, and then you can kind of see him steer into the ball. So if Ike doesn't do anything and it hits off the right side, like what is Orange going to do? Orange is just probably going to hit on this wall. Like this is pretty safe, but so again this it actually gets back pretty well. But I would say is that if you don't know where your teammates are, like you kind of have an idea. Like I kind of has an idea of like where his opponents are. Like, you know where your opponents are. So they're all off here. So again, this is, I know we're super slow-moing this, but like Ike doesn't really have to do anything. Like this is an early turn in. It just bounces off the top of your car. You know, and then Average bails out his team. And Tate's probably actually carrying too much speed. But like for Ike here, it's just like when you don't have to actually turn. I would avoid trying to turn into that. Like, because the worst thing that could happen is like this. But like, if you catch it poorly, like, you know, then you can blame. You could like if you catch it with trying to catch with the side card, something weird happens. It's just like, oh yeah. But what you cannot do is put the ball in the tee, which is like what happened. And I think he was going to catch it, and the ball, like, you know, I'm like pointing at the boost meter here. Like, Ike has, it's going to squirt to the right, you know. So, like, even if it's on net, Ike should be able to boost and steer it off course. So there was like, he made an unnecessary adjustment, I feel like, on this catch. Again, this sort comes at times, but this is like kind of a really costly one. Costly mistake. So for Tate, I don't know what to do other than to just, you're in a really bad situation here. I don't know if slowing down, like I would probably be trying to cover the net rather than trying to challenge this, because you can't challenge this. I wouldn't be using boost either, because really, like if he did what he did and came back at normal speed, you know, through flips and anything, it probably would block that, just based on everything that happened here. So yeah, this was kind of rough. Like this is, looking back on this, theoretically this is a superior team. I mean, Trash Esports Blues is superior, but there's a lot of holes that can be poked in, and like this game was there for the Scorpions. Like. Trash inexplicably stopped playing. So they're not a great team. They're just a good team. You know, if they can fix their defense, but like those are the defensive miscues. It's different where if you just like get beat and you look at the minute things, but when you are looking at like boost over ball and being a golden retriever, like those are major issues versus just like slight positioning errors or you know a lot of that stuff. So like theoretically Trash Esports is, the blue squad is beatable. Will they get beat? I don't know. But there's definitely some holes there. So as for the Scorpions, like again, I think it's just comms and working on your rotations. And then again for the mechanical stuff, it's just as always, like I know it's simple and you know you have to take where it's coming from. It's just, you know, making sure you do the simple things. But I think like a lot of the comms in the if you can work on the comms, you can work on the rotations. Like you're going to solve a lot of your problems because you can take care of the mechanical stuff in free play. but like I just think there's a lot of glaring rotations. And again, like it shows because they were tier 4 last season. Now they're up in tier 3. So like it's shaking a lot of stuff up. So yeah. Just really be mindful of that. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Scorpions, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. If you think what you were doing was actually correct, I will be more than happy to dive into things in depth. I don't expect Trash Esports Blue to see us but one of my pet peeves is really just bad rotations and boost overball and just bad situational awareness. So if you want to come to your defense, feel free to DM me in Discord. I'm findable. But that is going to go ahead and do it for this one. Won't have a one for Kiffy because they got a forfeit win. So yeah. And honestly, I don't know what happened to the Mongoose. I haven't heard anything from them, so guess we'll see. As for personal stuff, well, I've got a whole bunch of matches coming up. I don't think I will be on the field for my Clangers squad match, just because I have a Rumble match that I got tapped for. So I'm going to let Unforgiven, Beezy, and Jordan/Faint take that one on. Just so that the idiot who played Rumble isn't the one that's coming in. I'd much rather have those three warm up as a squad together and go at it, versus like me coming in. So yeah, so lots of action tomorrow. Anyways, thank you all for watching, Scorpions. I hope this was useful. Again, don't take anything personally, but also if again have any questions, I'm more than happy to discuss. So I assume I'm going to continue doing these. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully the people are watching get something out of this, and we'll see y'all next time. Have a good one, everyone.